All right, so I'm about to show you exactly how we did $400,000 in one day by giving away free stuff. Because I truly believe, you guys know at Cymatics, we give away free stuff. It's a core part of our strategy. When me and Drew do our business planning, it's constantly saying, okay, what do the people want? What kind of cool stuff can we do? What kind of studio sessions can we capture for you guys and do awesome stuff? But the cool part is that I've been doing music business consulting now for over 4 years, and not to mention even doing a lot of business consulting outside of the music industry. And giving away free stuff is easily one of the best strategies to grow online, because there's so many people out there that when you ask for money right up front, a lot of people don't trust you, they don't know you, and you won't get a chance to really leave an impact on that person. But when you give away as much free stuff as possible, you start building a big fan base, and you can kind of monetize that fan base later and make money later. So the stuff I'm about to show you about how we gave away a bunch of free stuff, ended up making $400,000, is actually really good, specifically if you're trying to sell beats online. And let me tell you why it's a huge opportunity right now. Beats are not something you should look at as this thing like, uh-oh, I have to give away this certain license so that way the people using it for free can't make a bunch of money and I'm going to miss out on stuff. That's like literally the worst way to think, okay? And I think honestly a lot of stuff the music industry does is ass backwards, straight up. When it comes to a lot of the ways they look at royalties and stuff, everybody's kind of greedy, going after each other. You know, and in reality, there's a different way to run your beat store that I think is like tremendous. And what that is think about your beat as a digital product. You have the opportunity to hand somebody value and it not cost you anything. So what happens if you hand that beat out to 1,000 people? All of a sudden, are you going to be charged? You know, does it cost you $1,000 to hand that out? No, it's free. It's an amazing, amazing thing when it comes to the beat selling business. There's no cost to distribute the product. And you guys are probably wondering like, yeah, that's obvious, you know, beats are digital downloads. But think about the competitive advantage that is versus something, let's say like a clothing store. Can you give away 1,000 shirts for free? Can you give away 1,000 hamburgers for free? Can you give away other types of things? You really can't. Even there's people who have certain services. Let's say you're a camera guy, right? And could you give away 1,000 hours of your camera service? Yeah, you could, but that's 1,000 hours. But when it comes to beats, you have a huge advantage of being able to distribute across the board and not have that huge cost associated. This right here is the holy grail of this entire strategy I'm going to be talking about, so I want to get right into it. But that's a very important thing to start thinking about. So first thing is that when you're giving away free stuff, and this is what we did, you need to give it away with no strings attached. I don't give away sample packs. We don't put together amazing melody loops and drum samples and all that just to one day go after somebody and saying, sorry, you didn't read the fine print. I got you. You have to pay me because you made some money on that song. That is the worst way to fucking think, and I see so many producers, specifically in the hip-hop space, so worried about giving away the free beats because they're so worried about a rapper blowing up and all that, and they're missing a huge portion of the market and really what I think is the most important thing, which is bringing value to that other person. When we put out free stuff, we want to bring value to those other people, and in return, what we do is we start to build trust. And that's what you need to start off with. And that's why the first step to really how we did that 400,000 is giving away a lot of free stuff. And we did this for a long time, by the way, years. But we gave away a lot of free stuff, and we continually do this because the first step of the strategy is that you give away free stuff to build trust. And that's going to be super important. The second thing you need to do is when you give away free stuff, let's say you're giving away a pack of 10 beats, 50 beats, not only do I think you need to give away without expecting any sort of, licensing thing in return where you're kind of like, you just need to give it away to where they can use it for whatever the fuck they want. They can go make their money. But you also need to build a list. And specifically, you need to build an email list. You need to collect emails for this, okay? So nowadays, you don't charge money for like little samples and free stuff or anything like that. What you can charge is you can say, hey, can I get your email? What that's going to give you a chance to do is that it's going to give you an opportunity to connect with that person over a long period of time. For example, if you get somebody's phone number, let's say you meet a stranger, you guys become friends and you want to connect with that person long term. Well, you need their phone number, right? Because you need a way of contacting them, a direct line to that person. And that's what email is going to be for your beat selling business. And that's what email has been for us. Okay, it's a way like think about the website, how many thousands of different websites, social media pages you visit, Instagram accounts, random YouTube videos. A lot of times you go there, you check out the thing, you bounce out. And there's no way to go get that person, right? Yeah, there's some retargeting tricks if you know high-level marketing and stuff like that. But generally, if that person's gone, they're gone. And so what we try to do is we try to give away not only as much free stuff to attract the right type of people, but we try to collect email addresses. And if you build up that list, you'll find out in the last step that that's actually a very crucial thing. And yeah, guys, there's an old saying in internet marketing, which is the money is in the list. So you need to build up a big list so that way you can keep giving them awesome free stuff and build that relationship over time. The third thing you need to do is, as a producer, we know how to solve a lot of different problems, okay? We know how to do a lot of very interesting things that might seem boring and tedious to us, but is super interesting to a lot of other people in the music industry, and let me explain. And if you're going after the market of trying to sell beats to rappers and singers, you need to start thinking about more than just the beats themselves. What we do at Cymatics is we take a look at our entire audience, and quite often I ask them, I survey them, I ask people on statuses, I ask them on stories, live streams, and I try to listen to their problems. So for example, music producers have a lot of problems to where, not only do they need sample packs, they need, presets, they need to learn sound design, they need the knowledge side, they need to know courses, workshops, see beats from start to finish, they need a little bit of business advice because they're struggling to get heard. And you have to look at every one of those problems as an opportunity for you to help them. So think about this from rappers and singers. If you're going after that market, think about the problems. You can go in Facebook groups and Reddit subreddits and go ask them, hey, what's the problems you have as a rapper? Hey, being a SoundCloud rapper, what's your number one problem? Oh, I realize my mix is not good enough. Oh, sweet. Then maybe you come up with a video saying, hey, if you're a rapper, here's how to mix your own vocals in GarageBand, or here's how to mix your own vocals in FL Studio. All of a sudden, you're providing value in more ways, and what that's going to do is not everybody's going to buy your beat. Some people do check out that cool video you made on mixing vocals, for that rapper in FL Studio, and then all of a sudden that becomes kind of like the gateway drug. They get a little taste from there. They're like, oh, what else does this person do? Oh, they also have 10 free beats. I'm gonna go ahead and pick those up. Oh, and then you slowly walk them down into like building a relationship that you can then sell them later. Okay, so solve other problems for that target market. And by the way, guys, all this stuff I'm talking about, 2019, 2020, the internet is perfect for this. The way social media has sprouted out, all these ecosystems on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter and all that shit, it's fucking perfect to run this type of thing. And that's one of the reasons Cymatics has thrived so much. And the fourth step, how we did that big 400,000, by the way, more than once, and how we've helped repeatedly, I've helped other people in the music industry make money, sell more tickets, do all this different stuff is sell something to that list. It's so simple, okay? So you use the free stuff to build a relationship. You put out content to build a relationship, to build trust. You give, and then you ask, hey guys, your pitch might sound something like this in email. Hey guys, I've been working on, a bunch of beats lately, and it's crazy to see that, out of the last 12 beats I put out, I've gotten over 1,000 free downloads on this. A lot of people have been asking me for exclusive beats, so I actually just wanted to reach out to you guys and let you know I'm actually working on a pack of 50 beats that are going to be kind of exclusives. I'm actually only going to be selling them, the rights to use them to about 250 producers. So if you guys are interested in this type of thing, feel free to hit me back up. Think about all the people who created amazing stuff and how excited they'd be to hear that from the person they look up to. That is the kind of powerful stuff you can do, because if you built the relationship, you built the brand, you put out the content, the person looks up to you. That you could have 5,000 followers and somebody who's still smaller or respects your work can look up to you, okay? And with that being said, if you built that list up correctly, when you go to ask people for it, they will be super excited about this offer. And then all of a sudden, if you're selling 250 beats, let's say you sell them for $100, $200, whatever it is, that's going to be great money. And you built it all up by giving without any expectation in return. That's why a lot of people shoot themselves in the foot by trying to put fine print about the rights to use this stuff, and they're not seeing the bigger picture because they're too busy looking at all the stupid mistakes that the music industry has left behind. We don't have to follow all those people who scrap over royalties and do all that shit. Yeah, don't get me wrong, there's a top percentile. The people who are getting high-end placements, don't get me wrong, those people are making a fucking killing. Right? But what I'm saying is that to get started in the beat selling game, there's this huge opportunity to go straight to the consumers, to get on social media and build the fan base of rappers and singers, to host your own song contest with beats. We're hosting a contest called the King of Beats, and guess what? A lot of people are excited about it. We're able to provide even more value. And you're able to do those types of things if you start thinking about this in a different way. And that fourth step, when you ask, people are going to be fucking thrilled. And the reason they're going to be thrilled is because if you've done the good job building the brand, you're excited about the companies that you really like when they're coming out with products. For example, if Nintendo says they're dropping a new Super Smash Bros., I'm going to be fucking pumped. If Call of Duty, if they drop a new Call of Duty, the Call of Duty fans are pumped. The Halo fans are pumped. If Flume says he's coming to Atlanta for a show, I'm pumped. I'm excited When companies, brands, and internet personalities, whatever it is, artists, producers are releasing paid stuff, because that's usually like their awesome products they've been working on, that your fan base is excited for that type of thing. And when you keep building, you keep launching exclusives, launching free stuff, you start building this fan base slowly. It gets bigger, and then all of a sudden it starts to take a life of its own, and the snowball is just rolling huge. This is what happened to Cymatics, and this is what I've done over and over again. Me and Drew have a makeup company that has over 100,000 followers we built in a year. Same strategy. I've helped people in the fitness industry make tens of thousands of dollars. I've helped people in the music industry grow their brands, do giant product launches. This same thing is working everywhere right now, and it's a huge opportunity. So, with that being said, go back, watch this video, come up with some sort of business plan, maybe to release a bunch of free beats or whatever it is that you're trying to do. Try to think about all the different problems that rappers may have, that you can also create other cool things, right? Maybe, a bunch of different cool things, and then maybe go after all those different problems with content, freebies, and all that stuff, and then guess what? When you go to sell your 50 exclusive beats, it'll fucking pop. I'm not saying you're gonna do 400,000, right? But even if this strategy could bring you 10% of that, even 5% of that, even 3% of that, right? And you're able to slowly start building on it, I think a lot of people could have a more successful career. So don't be afraid to put your shit out there. Don't be afraid to try this strategy, because in the long run, you will build an amazing brand. Don't worry about that short-term cash. Think about long-term wealth and the long-term branding. That's what's gonna help you out in the long run.